What's up, everybody? Universal Crystals here, back with another video. And I'm out in nature at the original spot where I started my channel. And who would have thought that it would turn into such an awesome community of people that I can talk to about my awakening, that I can enjoy, learning from and growing this community, and just everything that's come along with it is just really amazing. So thank you all for commenting, liking all my videos, and just really supporting me on my awakening, because that's why I started this channel, was to vent my own thoughts and hopefully let some other people know that they're not alone on this journey. So today we're talking about letting go of fear. And this is something that is not always so easy for everybody to do, because we have these fears of what our career is going to be, or like how we're going to make money when we get older, how we're going to make money currently, what other people will think if we decide to follow our passion and put ourselves out there and be judged by, random people that might leave a hate comment. There's just so many things that can affect you and make you too afraid to really go for your passion and do what you love. But if you let all of these outside influences keep you for years and years just trapped in something that you don't like doing and making everybody love you but yourself, would you rather have everybody love you and you hate yourself, or love yourself and you'll find the right people who actually love you for the fact that you are willing to put yourself out there, willing to do whatever you want to do, no matter what anybody else thinks? Because at the end of the day, this is just an illusion. This is just a little bit hard to comprehend. It's like it's all just characters we're playing. It's all just duality. It's all of this made up division, fear, to keep you controlled. It's very easy to control you when you don't want to do what you love, because you're so worried about what everyone else around you thinks. Why do you think everybody around you is so conditioned to think, oh, that's never gonna work, you're just weird for posting that, you're weird for talking about that? It's because they've been programmed. This is conditioning that everybody has been going through to make us not able to break out of this. But we have the internet now, and this is allowing us to see all different perspectives, for better or for worse. Some people are getting very trapped in what other people think. But again, thoughts are only a part of the mind. You're only worrying about the past or the future. You need to start really being aware of your thoughts and observing them. This is one of the best things you can do to, see how you're holding yourself back in your own mind, how your ego is ruling your life possibly. And I'm not saying that I've mastered this at all. That's why I'm talking about it. But, kids don't learn in school that they are body, mind, and spirit. The physical body, the astral body, and the soul, which is them at the core, which is connected to source. Nobody teaches us this, so we are forced to learn this now, and we're forced to essentially teach ourselves, find what is the right information online, or, who's really got the right teachings. But all that really matters is just being in the present moment, enjoying, life around you. You don't have to work yourself up so much about figuring out a bunch of new information. But it is nice to learn that information at first, don't get me wrong. Meditation is also a fantastic way to observe your thoughts, and this is really how I started, becoming aware of all of these subconscious programs that were holding me back. And recently I've become aware. I mean, I already knew this. I knew I was going to have to get past this fear. This is how I'm letting go of fear currently. This is just an example for all of you, but I made a TikTok account, and as many of you know, I was against, really posting on that app. I thought it was very toxic. Worried so much about random people seeing my videos on the For You page or whatever, and, thinking I'm crazy because I am going to be talking about a lot of weird stuff. But, I realized if I'm really going to talk about putting myself out there, if I'm really going to be who I truly want to be, I might as well just go all in and try and awaken as many people as possible. That's not really my goal. I'm more just trying to be there for people who are open to it. But a lot of people will see this and might be intrigued like I was when I first came across this information online. So follow me on there at Universal Crystals. I've been posting a lot recently. I'm going to really try and get TikTok going for sure. But yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. I'm just, don't worry so much about what your parents, your friends, your family is going to think, because you might be surprised. Maybe they'll come around and really be proud of you for doing what you love and not just following the crowd, because it's been very hard for a lot of these people to not follow the crowd, because there weren't many other sources of information. And you had the TV, which, I mean, hasn't been around for that long if we really think about it in terms of history. And, the internet has just come about, really, and social media has just come about, which is the most important to me, because it seems like without social media, I probably would have just been doing a typical Matrix job, a Matrix lifestyle, where I'm just caught in the rat race and I'm not aware of what I truly am, and maybe just confused about certain belief systems, but not understanding that the belief systems were only creations from ego, and many people just place their ego into these belief systems, and other people's ego kind of attaches to that. Then they get really attached to a certain belief system, and then that kind of grows in a certain area. Like America, we have certain belief systems. We have certain belief systems in other countries, certain belief systems within races, certain belief systems within certain states, certain, you know what I'm saying? Like within your family, there's many different belief systems. So when you're just kind of walking around unconsciously picking up all of these things that tell you, no, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that, or maybe you tried to do something when you were younger and then you got rejected, or you didn't succeed in some way, and then that kind of made you subconsciously feel like you weren't good enough. Or a relationship, where someone could have cheated on you, could have broken up with you, and you feel like, oh, now I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this relationship. But maybe you're saying, well, I do feel like I deserve a great relationship, I want this amazing person. But are you telling yourself that you want that, but subconsciously you believe that you believe that you're only good enough for a certain type of person? It's hard to understand some of these things. You really have to get to the root of your thoughts and your beliefs that you have. That's why I don't really blame people for having these programmed beliefs. It's because they didn't have a choice. You just kind of pick up on these things as a kid. You go your whole life believing a certain way, and whenever someone contradicts that, you go against them, because your ego only wants more things that validate it. Like a lot of people on TikTok, on different apps, will see a post that they don't agree with, and they'll get so mad. But it's then they'll see somebody that agrees with them and they'll just be so happy. It's just boosting your old previous beliefs. But you would never actually watch someone's video that might be something kind of weird to you. But if you really watched it with an open mind, like when I first started watching spirituality YouTube videos, watching it with an open mind, things that would typically go against my beliefs, I became aware, maybe this is true, and then trying it for yourself. So really just trust that everything is working out how it's supposed to, even when it feels like it's not. I love all of you. Make sure to follow the Instagram at Universal Crystals 1111. Like I said, go follow me on the new TikTok, Universal Crystals. Lots of funny content coming, and lots of new YouTube videos coming. But I really just didn't know what I was going to make a video about today. Got outside and thought, yeah, I feel like we need to let go of fear. So this is something I'm sure I'm going to talk about more, and I have talked about before. But it's important to really, remind yourself, don't buy into this matrix. Don't buy into these limiting beliefs that everybody around you constantly tries to place on you. Listen to your own heart, be present, and, take time on your own if you need to, and understand that being alone is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, especially on an awakening. You're really just understanding so much more about yourself, and you're going to be able to connect with all these people in a whole new way. Love you all. Peace out.